As most of you realized, Amazon requires you to inform them of AI-generated content when you publish a new book or make edits to and republish an existing book through KDP from now on. I think it is the most important update of the year. Therefore, all of us should pay the closest attention to this, because it can very much impact your account safety. Nowadays, I see that many people are panicking due to the AI-generated content they have previously uploaded on Amazon KDP. Frankly, I was expecting this update. That's why I uploaded this video about it at the beginning of May and warned my followers about the US Copyright Office's decision to own the copyright to images generated using Midjourney artificial intelligence. So if you haven't watched this video, I strongly recommend you to watch it after this video to understand better the perspective of the US Copyright Office about generative AI. I think using artificial intelligence in different projects is very interesting, and I also try to learn how it works. However, I have never used any of the AI tools for Amazon KDP so far. I create most of my low and medium content books with Adobe Illustrator. Unlike the other popular YouTube creators, if you check the videos on my channel, I never created content about AI-generated books or tools on YouTube, even though I knew I could get more views with such content. The reason was that I think this disruptive technology is going faster than the law, and there are some gray areas about the use of copyrighted works to train AI models. Furthermore, as far as I'm concerned, users do not exercise ultimate creative control over how such systems interpret prompts and generate material, as US Copyright Office indicated in the cases. So I know there has been hype on YouTube about AI tools. Therefore, some popular YouTube channels try to convince the KDP community about how you can make easy money with AI on Amazon without any skill. I have never watched such videos on YouTube, but if they didn't inform their audience about the potential copyright problems of AI in their videos, shame on them. For example, there was this news last month about copyright laws. Kelly McKernan, an acrylic illustrator from Tennessee, discovered her artwork had been used to train an artificial intelligence system and has filed a lawsuit against Stability AI, the company behind Stable Diffusion, Midjourney, and DeviantArt. As the YouTubers show only the positive side of AI tools, most of you probably haven't heard such news and continue to use AI-generated images and texts to create your books. Firstly, if you already publish AI-generated books, don't panic. Please notice that we don't have enough information right now to know what's going to happen and how Amazon will react on this subject. Amazon didn't say anything about whether they were going to do anything with previously uploaded books or not. I am not an expert on AI. However, I do believe that if Amazon wants, they can detect AI-created text and images on previously published books, because there are some AI detection tools even publicly available nowadays. For example, Originality AI is one of the AI content checkers. There was news about the book sold on Amazon in The Guardian last week. The related books were about mushrooms, and some of them referred to smell and taste as ways to identify mushrooms, which experts say should absolutely not be the case. Originality AI examined these books and said every sample had a rating of 100% on its AI detection score, meaning that its systems are highly confident that the books were written by a chatbot such as ChatGPT. Also, I want to inform you that Google unveiled a new tool to detect AI-generated images using imperceptible watermarks. You can check in detail how it works on their site. Of course, Amazon will never unveil the technology they have, but I think Amazon may already have its AI text and AI-generated image detection tools. Despite this fact, I don't think that they would run these tools for existing books even if they had these technologies, because it will be very costly for them. Besides this, as far as I know, these tools may give some false positives as well. That's why they need to make them perfect before such an action. I mentioned about Originality AI and Google's AI-generated image detection tool to let you know that this is technically possible nowadays. So Amazon may catch you and terminate your account if you aren't accurate with the information you enter while uploading your books after this update. So be careful about this. My advice is like this. I think it's better not to upload any AI-generated content nowadays until we have more official information from Amazon. Because they just said they were collecting information about the use of AI tools in creating content. My conspiracy theory is that they are training their own AI detection tools with the information that the publishers enter. And they will check all books during the publishing process when these tools are ready in the future. Frankly, I wouldn't take any risk for the moment. As I said, there is no clear information about the existing AI-created books in their announcements. Even though I think that they will not check the existing books, if I had AI-generated content in my books, I would unpublish all of them. However, again, it's just my opinion. As Amazon says in the KDP Help Center, you are responsible for verifying that all AI-generated and AI assistant content adheres to all content guidelines. I also think that after collecting some data, if the book is AI generated, Amazon may show this information to its customers on the product page in the future. And if it happens, I would not prefer to buy AI generated books as a customer. If most people think the same way as me, the chance of appearing on the first page of the search results will be less for AI generated books. Therefore, my final and strong advice is that if you already earned some money and are serious about selling more low content books on Amazon, I recommend you to learn real design tools like Adobe Illustrator. If you don't know about Adobe Illustrator, it's a vector-based graphics software, and you can create professional design covers and interiors for no content and low content books. There are already some beginner tutorials about it on my channel, and also thousands of free tutorials available on YouTube. If you are interested in learning Adobe Illustrator, I'm going to leave you a link below in the description to get a 7-day free trial. By the way, do not forget to subscribe to my channel, because after this update, I decided to make more videos about Adobe Illustrator for Amazon KDP to help my audience build a more sustainable business model. Get your 7-day free trial and see you in the next video.